Out of all the sins in the Bible, and there's many, but all of them, there's one that has a whole chapter on it in a book that Jesus talks about, and it seems to be more of I hear about this than any other one that's in the Bible. And I want to talk to you about it today in your morning cup of inspiration. That sin is hypocrisy. And the whole chapter of Matthew 23 is on hypocrisy. And it's Jesus talking to the leaders and the Pharisees of the day, but it relates to everyone in everyday life and how we are living our lives. And are we being hypocritical in what we do? Everything that the Pharisees would do, they did for people to see. It wasn't about honoring God. It wasn't giving glory to God. It was about them. And that's where hypocrisy comes in, especially for us as Christians, because we are saying one thing to people, but are we doing another? And I know I fail in this, and I go, there's times that I always say I try to examine myself at the end of the day and say, what happened today? And it's like, wow, I failed on that again. But it is, I'm examining that because this is what God does not want us to do. He doesn't want us to say one thing and then do another. He wants us to walk our talk. He wants us, if we're presenting the gospel, to live the way we're presenting it. In Matthew 23, please take the time to read that today. I'm not going to read the whole chapter, but I wish that you would, so you can see exactly what he's talking about with the Pharisees here. But there's 7 woes that he gives on the teachers of the law of the Pharisees. And I tell you, when you're getting the 7 woes from Jesus, you got to sit back and listen, right? And he talks about how they talk a good game. They want to wear these robes for people to see, but they may preach the one to bring it in and with all these burdens on them that they don't do anything themselves that they preach about and that they teach about. And this is something that Jesus is totally against and what he tells us not to do. Over in verse 23, one thing he says about them is, you give 1/10 of your spices, mint, dill, and cumin, but you have neglected the more important matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. And I think that's what he stresses for us too. We can give 10% of our tithes there, or we can give 10% of our time to people, and we could tithe a lot of different things. But if we're not showing justice and mercy and faithfulness, then we're being hypocritical and we're being hypocrites. He also said, you clean the outside of the cup and dish, but the inside, they are full of greed and self-indulgence. And that's how a lot of people are. They shine up nice on the outside, but inside they are living another life. Don't be a hypocrite. Walk your talk. If you're going to preach it and teach it, then live it. I hope that blesses you today, and I hope you'll take the time to read chapter 23 of Matthew. It's really eye-opening what Jesus has to say when he has to teach in that chapter. And I want to remind you that we have our podcast out now. You can go to our website at ffaith.org, www.ffaith.org, and the podcasts are listed there. You can see them there, or you can actually go on your favorite podcast channel and it'll be there as well. And I look forward to seeing y'all for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you.